At this time, I want to turn to yet another question from the citizens of this country. This citizen happens to be a constituent of Congressman Denny Rehberg from Montana. His name is Steve of Oak Creek, Montana.
Greetings from Oak Creek, Montana. My name's Steve, and I'd like to thank Congressman Cantor and the staff at Congressman Rehberg's office for the opportunity to get my voice heard in the Capitol this week. This whole thing on the bailout from President-elect Obama. My suggestion would be to put in some work into allow some programs that would, help people get into the entrepreneurial spirit, create their own businesses and enterprises that are more sustainable. We can create more jobs, and it'll help our generation. If you look at the statistics that are being thrown around, that Social Security will run out in the near future, that the baby boom generation will wipe it out. Our generation won't have any type of ability to compete with that. We need more than a paycheck in our pocket at one time. We need a sustainable thing that we can create our own jobs and create jobs for others.
Thank you, and Congressman Rehberg, thanks for your constituents' input. Any comments?
Well, I agree with Steve. I mean, wealth is created by inspired individuals. Wealth is not created by the government. And it is individuals like Steve who evidently have an entrepreneurial drive, who want to start their own business, who need help and encouragement to start their own businesses. And so I would say that, again, a lot of the things that we've talked about, particularly lending. If you're Steve and you want to start a new business, unless you happen to have capital on your own, you're going to need some help to get started, to buy inventory, to lease space, to start an internet business. You can start small, but you need some help to get going. So I would argue this notion of unfreezing lending, encouraging people like Steve through some kind of a partnership through the SBA and the corporate lenders may be a very good place to start.
Steve said something that he said a lot of things that were often smart, but he said something I hope we give some thought to, and that is he said concern about Medicare, Social Security down the road, and will it be there? That's a cloud that's hanging over a lot of people that are working today, which is the common held belief that this safety net, this entitlement future for retirees may be in jeopardy, and that's because they read correctly that these programs are not sustainable the way they're in place. I really believe it's essential that we include in our discussion of stimulus a commitment to resolve the massive liabilities associated with entitlement programs that are no longer sustainable on a permanent basis. And that's why I do believe it's essential that we indicate a commitment to reform these major entitlement programs. I think doing so has the prospect of encouraging a lot of people about their economic future. I agree with Meg Whitman. We're on the same page with regards to the benefits for entrepreneurs, boosting the pool of investment capital, and the benefit to workers across this country of seeing job growth through permanent tax reductions.